Got another phone call. This time it must be hummingbird.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can.
How art?
Where are you?
Oh. Secret. Let's go. It's meant to get down to -7 this evening, so this could be it for a little while. Thought I'd pop out and first few swims have been devoid. Get a bit techie in the snow. So the rig that I'm using, and it's a rig that has really worked on these shallow little drains and rivers for me, is just a 2 gram tungsten weight, using a thang in a size 10, and I'm finding that this is a really good little setup. There's lots of rubbish on the bottom of these little drains, lots of twigs, leaves, all sorts of crap. I'm finding that this rig is working really well. It's not picking up too much rubbish from the bottom. I started off using a 2 gram cheb, and just that fixed cheb was catching more rubbish, whereas this Texas rig has just got a little bit more give with it. So that's working nicely for me. And as I say that, looks like we're going to get another little snow flurry. I have not had a touch. It's weird. Well, we get something by now. Maybe it's that cold. They just don't want to know. Oh, that was a touch. Yep, there we go. Fantastic. Oh, please be a perch. What is it? Oh, it's a nice one. Oh, I've got to navigate the mud. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Look at that. Well, that was worth all the hassle. Lovely hit. And in that sun. Beautiful. I'm going to hook him while he's in the net and slip him straight back. Just the perch in the snow. Thank you very much, sir. I should say about 12 ounces. Let's slip him back. Beautiful. Right, maybe we can catch another without falling in. Winning method was right next to that boat, like that. I think actually, because of the water clarity, the fish aren't actually tight to the boats. I think they're more in the middle of the river. Now, I know I've only had one hit, but I was experimenting a bit further along in my little secret spot. So I'm just testing out a few colours, and I was only catching fish actually in the deepest part of the river, which would make sense because the watercolour has really cleared up. So we'll see. So I think it's a combo of casting to structure, but keep concentrating, because as it goes mid-river and drops off about another foot, I think that's probably where most of the fish will be just hanging around. But we shall see, and that's where I hooked that one. It wasn't tight to that boat, it was, I should say, halfway back. You'd think where there's one there'd be a few, but I never ever seem to catch more than one in one little spot. It's very strange. Might just be the time of year, might have spooked them. If it was warmer they might be more aggressive, I don't know. Maybe there just aren't many perch in here. Or maybe I'm a bit crap, who knows. Look at that, Mr. Can you see that? Somewhere there's ratty. Ooh, love to see a big old pike come up and annihilate that. Sadly, it's not going to. No pike. They've gone. Been taken. This looks really fishy along here. A lot of cover. Oh dear, a lot of snags. What was that? Snagsville. Try again. That bank looks like an ideal place for perch to feel comfortable in. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh, what the hell is it? I've got a little jack. No. Don't want you. It's supposed to be a big perch. Is it a jack? Oh, it is. What are you doing in here? Look at that. Oh well. Little jack. Jack's Phil. Okay, let's get you unhooked real quick so you don't mess up my fluorocarbon. Oh, I've got my hands back to front. Okay, so bit cack-handed this way, but I didn't want to get the fluorocarbon messed up. Just hold the pike over the net. There's no point putting a hooking mat down here. It's such a steep bank. Everything will just fall in. Right, let go. You can do it. Oh, got my thang. You're not having that. Okay, so if he flips at my hand, he goes straight in the net. So what we're going to do is put the pike back in the net like so. Get all your line out of the way. And just put him back in the water. It's so steep and slippery. It's not worth trying to do anything else, because you'll just damage the fish more. So there we go. Little pike, about a pound, pound and a half. Beautiful. I thought it was a big perch when it first struck. What we've got here is that pike just frayed the last, I'll say 2 or 3 centimetres, so there's no point taking any risks. Just going to cut that off. Going to take care of that. Now what I'm going to do waistline in my pocket like that, and then just going to tie Panama knot in the cold. It's not that bad now actually. Sun's come out, so I'm just going to tie. Oh come on, bloody eyesight's going, I tell you. Even with these honking great hooks. So I'm going to tie a Panama knot. The secret of the Panama knot is to keep the line, the different sections of the line separate so they don't cross over when you're tying the knot. That way the knot retains its strength, which is very high. I'm trying to do it and keeping it in shot of the camera, which is not easy. Now before you tighten it, before I tighten it, I'm going to loosen the knot. If you pull the tag end, you can normally get everything nice and tight to the eye. Right, I'm not sure how that came out on the camera, but that was the best I could do in the circumstances with the filming. So again, just cut the tag end off. So just cut the tag end off, put that in your pocket, take it home, and Mr. Pike. Oh look, what you've done to my thang. How rude. He has smashed my thang. Need a new one. So there's me saying there's hardly any pike in this stretch when I go and catch one. Joking apart though, that's the first one I've had from this stretch ever. So it just goes to show how few pike are in here. And by today's evidence, how few perch are in here. I was convinced that was a big perch. Don't fall in. Oh, oh crap. I think this is the best place to be. Oh, ish. Bit of a nightmare. There we go. What's that? Hey, little stripey. Hello. Hello. Oh, that was worth it. I was not paying attention at all. And we got another one. Yes. Okay, let's try and unhook him without falling in. I'm kind of balancing on my toes. There we go. Let me just lock him in the net. Come on, man. Let me unfang you. It might look like a nice spring day, but my fingers are so cold. Rod in one hand. Let me get rid of that. Yeah. Do it properly. Messing about. There we go. Oh. So. Here he is. Only a tiddler, but good fun. So let's get him back. Like I said, don't mess about. These banks are too steep. Perfect. So it is possible to catch them in really cold conditions. It probably looks quite nice and warm on a computer screen or a little tablet or whatever, or phone. It's bloody freezing. Surprised the river hasn't frozen over. It's meant to be really cold tonight. Someone told me -7, so I think it could be no fishing for a few days. I wonder if there's a bigger one around here. There must be. There's got to be some 2-pounders somewhere. Some of you might be wondering why I am not experimenting with different baits. It is really simple. With all my lure fishing, I just find if I get confident on something, I just tend to fish it. It's as simple as that. I do need to fish the stick more. The FFS, the floating finesse stick. So I think I'm going to do a fang versus stick video and actually make myself have 2 or 3 trips using the stick. I just find I do the reverse to lots of people. In this cold weather and this cold dirty water, I just think they want something that's going to make them move. It's be worthwhile than moving. That's kind of my pike fishing hat on, really. You know, if you want to catch a big pike in these cold, clear water conditions, best bait really is a big old live bait. They'll move for that because it'll be worth their while. And I'm using the same mentality with the perch, and well, it works. I'm not saying it's earth-shattering, but it gets results. Got another phone call. This time it must be hummingbird. Can you hear me?
I can.
How art?
Where are you?
Oh. Secret. Hold on a minute.
Oh, is that
I've got.
because some people put it all over YouTube?
I've got you on my camera. I'll just hold on a sec. Hold on. That's better. It wasn't hummingbird. It was Mr. FFS Lures. Close second. Right. I'm getting really cold and I've got extra layers on today. The air temperature is not great. But we're going to keep going. I just would like a really big perch, but I don't know where they live. There's only one way to find out. Let's keep on fishing. Oh, there we go. What is that? I must have had a look something. Oh no. Ha! There we go. Didn't expect to get one of those down here. What are you doing down here? And I've kind of foul-hooked it. There we go. Well, you know what that means. That is FENLAND HATRICK. Not exactly the biggest, but that is perch, pike and zander, all in about the space of an hour and a half in the snow. I mean, look, I'll own up, didn't quite get it square in the mouth. But it's close. Perfect. More snow. Roll. I'll come to you, shall I? Actually, I'd use the landing net. Hooking it under the chin, does that count? Yes. Yeah, it counts. Oh, you f***.
I'm going to say.
Look at that. What's happened there? That's what you call decapitated.
That's really annoying.
This is getting harder and harder to reel in. This is weird. No, I can't even cast with it properly now. It's just freezing. That could be last cast because my rod tips are freezing. So we've had a bit of fun in the cold and the snow, but I'm really struggling to cast and reel in now. So I think we're going to have to sign off and say you can catch them in the snow, and we've caught other things as well. So it's been really good.